Hello and welcome to the Side Effect channel. Now we're discussing about a 3 game on the 2017. Number 3. About the end of the world, a side-scrolling exploration game for the broken-hearted. The end of the world is a side-scrolling exploration game set in Newcastle, England. You play a lonely man in a world that ended when he lost his love. By living day by day and in the past, you unravel the circumstances that led to the end of the world. The end of the world is not for the jolly or the happy or the people loving Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. Forget the pop. This game is a metaphor and a nod to the broken-hearted who have not yet learned how to live after love. This game is guilty. I am in a sentimental mood and talking with song lyric. But hear me out. If you don't speak the language of the metaphor and color, you might feel the end of the world is just an interactive cartoon 20 minutes long, walk away the child of the real world and leave us to savor our pen and become the boring games. The story is perhaps I will not ruin the secret if I tell you that the game is a story of a man who lost his love. It's a story of a breakup and the depression that engulfed the man as a thick fog. He has a way of revisiting his happy memories, but they only make the depression feel sharper and more hopeless. Will he go mad or will he move on? Perhaps if you enjoy the games, you can click on the link below. There really is not a choose your own adventure element here. There is the beginning, the evolution, and the climax. There is the philosophy or the moral. You either go deeper into the denial, living your life in the past, or choose to move on. And in the end, you can come out to be stronger. Okay, we move to the number 2, the trail. This is this game from 22 Cans, the development house of famed designer Peter Molyneux. After a disappointing response to the massively hyped Godus in 2014, 22 Cans went mostly quiet, releasing a few updates to their deity simulator until mid-2015, and launching a particularly early access strategy spin-off on PC. We didn't really know what else they were up to until the Trail soft launch on the Philippines application store back in September, surprising everyone with its unheralded quiet arrival. The developer, who is so well known for issuing over-enthusiastic description of game under development that it's in his Wikipedia bio, opted for a new approach on this title. And so we can wholeheartedly say the trial for exceeded the hype. Had the trial been bolstered in standard Molyneux fashion prior to release, it's possible we would be disappointed. It certainly isn't flawless, suffering from a handful of bugs and awkward design choices that make some action more challenging than they need to be. It should be noted that some players have encountered game-breaking bugs, such as their file being wiped. An overall experience in a game built on consistent progress. We have thankfully not encountered any bugs of this magnitude in over a week of playing, and our review is based on that experience. Item descriptions are often useless and sometimes simply wrong, claiming an item can be found on the trail ahead, but only found in shop. Despite being the exact same object, the game's premium currency, a favor, are only earned through in-application purchase. And this favor can be used to buy more powerful equipment not available through in the game before. And we're pretty sure 22 Cans is conducting some sort of bizarre social experiment on its player by testing their willingness to steal from helpless co-travelers that have passed out on the path. This negative or positive, if you like being a part of secret sociological experiment aside, the trial is an unique, engaging, original experience that utilizes its gameplay loops to create a perfect cycle of struggle and reward. Players began their journey on the shores of the new world with nothing more than the rake of clothes on their back, and at least very optimistic to settle in a new town, take on a profession, raise a family, make a fortune. There are few requirements in between, but ultimately the trail is a game with a large goal and a lot of small steps that lead to them.
As he or she walk, you'll be able to control the camera and look around in search of resources scattered about the woods, mountain, desert, and other biomes you walk across. You can collect these resources such as apple, twigs, rabbit, fur, and so on by dragging them from the world into your rucksack. If walking and picking up twigs sounds dull, don't worry, there's a lot going on during your hike. For one, the world itself is gorgeous, and its path has something new and interesting to see. You will take a walk through shaded wood and with sunlight sliding through the canopy of trees, up an icy, desolate hill with snow falling softly all around, along a narrow path overlooking an expansive lake. There were times I would stop my character just for a chance to look around at the beautiful environment and take in the sight. Gameplay-wise, in addition to finding and picking up the item littered about the ground around you and in the distance, you'll also be able to play resources collecting mini-games like chopping wood or slingshotting paper if you have the appropriate tools on hand. There are other players traveling around you, so you will have to snag resources you need before they get to them, adjusting your speed to overtake or lag behind them if they are sweeping what you want. Your bag has limited space, so you will need to manage what you are carrying and rearrange about object if it starts to overflow. And your stamina meter is always ticking down, requiring your balanced walking speed, carry weight, and food ingestion to ensure you make it to the next camp.
Okay, we are moving to the last, number 1. The best game in 2017. But still in beta, I think. It's easy to understand why so many mobile gamers have been raving about Warframe. The latest offering from Chionjo is basically a mashup of the most popular games in the multiplayer online, tactical battle simulation, and the third-person shooter Space to the Dead. That it has a great graphic and is especially lag-free is wonderful. Rich icing on the cake, all credit where credit is due as a social strategy games. Warframe is top of its class. They couldn't have made it easier to bring your friends together in a squadron to take on shared challenges. However, to enjoy the games, you will need to get past relentless bombardment with invitation to make any application purchases. Like all of the free-to-play games, Warframe's understandable seeks to turn a profit, but the amount of screen space and playing time spent navigating around pricey and application purchases can make it really difficult for a casual user to get far enough into the games that they don't want to spend some money. Admittedly, this is not an experience unique to Warframe, and it certainly is not unfair to expect that in exchange for playing a game with seamless control and beautiful graphics, mobile gamers make some sort of a financial investment. However, Warframe insists on asking too much too soon and too often. The best free-to-play games are those that provide a solid gaming experience that you know could be made even better with a fair financial investment.
A recent example of this is Hot Wheels off once you get the trickier track in the second set of level. Okay. The gameplay is simple. You just beat the enemy in front of you, one-on-one with buddy that you call. You fire your gun by tapping on a target. Long pressing lets you blast out a larger number of shots down your sight. There are explosives that you use in different ways as well. The twists come in the form of the units that are supporting your main player. You spend the energy you earn from killing enemies on them and the egg of their own according. Different units have different role. They will deploy automatically, but you can also send them out in a specific order. You upgrade them as you play as well, making them taller and yourself less likely to die in the process. It's an interesting system and it gives the game a more action-focused heart. There's always a lot going on, whether it's shotgun trooper storming your position or sniper picking off your foes. The aim of the PvP is to take out the opposing team's hero. Do that within a time limit and you'll win the match. It's easier said than done too. The horde mode is an interesting diversion as well. Trip of your unit, here you are picking off and crouching enemies. It's not as fluent as the PvP, but there are decent rewards to be won for playing it. Okay, thank you for your attention and leave a like if you have an idea what will we have to review in the next video. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe.